at the last episode. I wonder how it's going to end. You know, about this series, I mentioned before how it caught my attention, but I was afraid it might be too scary for me. But I'm glad I watched it. Guess it's important to break out of your comfort zone sometimes. Do you ever try watching things from genres you don't normally get into? Oh, wow. I could learn a thing or two from you. Trying out all kinds of shows seems like a good way to find hidden gems. Watching this together made me realize how much I appreciated the main character. Like how she can't turn a blind eye to people in need and extends her hand to almost anyone. And of course the way she kept pressing forward no matter what happened. It was so inspiring. Come to think of it, isn't she just like you? That might be a stretch. Remember how I told you about that girl I was close to who started ignoring me one day? It's not like I did anything to make her hate me. We'd been friends for a long time, but one day out of the blue, she just said, "My mother told me I can't play with you anymore." It's because there were rumors floating around about my parents. I kinda get it now, looking back, but at the time I was just sad. What I'm trying to say is, this show made me realize I'd like to be a little more like the main character. I want to be the kind of person who'd help anyone at any time. Someone who's kind and strong. It might be silly to say I look up to a fictional character, but there's no harm in following her example. At least that's what I think. Episode starting. That ending was so good! I hope they'll make a sequel. Oh, it's about time we head back to our rooms. Have a good night, okay?
Oh, it's you. Welcome.
Come to think of it,
Excuse me?
Everyone, listen up. Listen. Exactly.
It has been a while since we attended class. The teachers and our classmates seem to be doing well. By the way, did you notice that Junpei-san was missing? I saw him head for the rooftop before afternoon classes started. Perhaps he decided to skip the first day of the semester?
Oh, sorry. I don't really have a reason to be up here. I just sort of felt like it. Only to find Junpei here as well.
I guess I just felt the urge myself. Maybe we've been through so much together that our wavelengths are in sync.
That's just your imagination. If I'm on the same wavelength as Junpei, I'd better change the channel. Anyhow, it's so nice today, isn't it? The wind's a little chilly, but the fresh breeze feels great.
Looking from here, the view ain't that bad.
It's familiar scenery, but I guess that's why it's so calming. The end almost doesn't feel real.
People have been passing out and disappearing out of nowhere lately, huh?
They've been talking about a lot of shadow-related incidents on the news, too. Mitsuru-senpai said it's because there are too many shadow victims. The memory revision can't keep up.
I don't really get it. This is all 'cause of Nyx, huh? Feels like the world's hit rock bottom. There's even weird cults popping up. I guess this won't be one of those, oh, it was just a dream moments.
Yeah, that's the plan. I'm not gonna try and act cool and say things like, I want to protect everyone, but I couldn't handle it if the time we spent together disappeared.
Yep. In fact, the tales of the amazing battles I survived should be handed down through every generation forever.
Look who's talking. Weren't you the one who was sulking and giving us a hard time?
Oh, well, that was the passion of my youth. You know, I've matured since. You think so too, right, dude? That's right. I'm a man with a plan. You're not gonna want to miss this.
Looking forward to it. I'm not one to talk, though. I got stuck in my own head and acted out, too. I wonder if I've grown since then. I mean, it used to be just the three of us, right?
If you'd asked me back then, I never would have guessed it'd come to this.
We've all been through so much this year.
Well, yeah, but you gotta look on the bright side. Our friendship is way stronger now, isn't it?
Don't say that with such a straight face. You're embarrassing me. But I guess it hasn't been too bad. We've gotten this far together, so let's see it through to the end.
Yeah, let's send them packing. And those two guys from Strega haven't made a move, but you know they gotta be planning something. We gotta take care of them, too. Let's show them what C's 2F's trio can do. Now that I got you guys, I feel way more pumped.
Oh! I just remembered, Junpei. You never gave me back that CD. In fact, you never return anything you borrow.
What? Oh, yeah. That. Do you have to bring it up now?
Good day. I've been waiting. Gakukan High School, a place of learning. It's quite a shock that such a warm, illustrious institution transforms into Tartarus every night. Oh dear, what a conundrum. Everyone here seems to have a predetermined form of attire. I fear I may draw too much attention. I hope this won't pose a problem. Please excuse me as I make myself less conspicuous. If I stay hidden from view this way, then there won't be a problem, correct? Now then, the school awaits. This is a pleasant surprise. To think there would be a bastion of commerce within a house of academia. Could you please wait here for a moment? There's something I've been curious about for a while. Excuse me, I would like to purchase a school lunch.
Sorry?
They don't deal in school lunches here? How disappointing. I would have liked a taste of this school lunch, as it is a rare delicacy only served in select facilities. Well, in that case, I shall order some bread. I've heard that having bread for lunch is part of the school experience. Now that I've checked that off the list, let us proceed. As for where I'd like to go next, shall we visit your homeroom? So this is a classroom. With so many students and desks, it's no wonder there's hardly any space between them. But perhaps... Ah, I see. It's designed this way to foster a sense of harmony between classmates. I can sense the care put into this arrangement. This observation post must be what they call a podium. Interesting. When I stand here, I do feel a longing to teach well up inside of me. First question. Between diet food and super diet food, which is more delicious? That is incorrect. As a penalty for giving the wrong answer, you shall receive your own portion of diet food. Is this what a classroom lecture is like? The quizzical stares are beginning to make me feel unsettled. Let us carry on with the tour. This humanoid figure, did they seal him inside the plaster to prevent him from escaping? I imagine it would be quite cramped in there. Truth be told, I do have some experience playing the piano. Are you familiar with the Velvet song? Velvet, oh velvet, my master has a long nose. All together now. Experiencing student life for myself today has broadened my perspective of your world. I'd very much appreciate it if you could accompany me again sometime. To be honest, I don't entirely understand my own motives for coming here, but as I walked closely with you, how should I express this? I felt very fulfilled, perhaps. What I really wanted to learn at school was more about you. But why? In any case, discovering the reason for this desire will surely serve as an intriguing diversion. Let us return now. Thank you once again for acting as my guide. Are you accepting a request? Let's hear the result. No. Well. Very well, then.
Excuse me. That's great. I find myself coming here a lot lately. Before, I couldn't understand the benefits of coming to these shrines, but lately that's changed. This is also where we met Koromaru-san last summer. We waited here until we found him, even though he knew his master had died. I can understand why now. What drives people isn't necessarily facts, but feelings. He knew for a fact that his master had died, but his feelings of wanting to be with him made him stay. I feel the same. I recognized the fact that I can't protect you, but I came back anyway. Subconsciously, I was acting based on my emotions rather than logic. I was so confused at the time that I didn't notice it. But it's true. The parameters governing my behavior seem to have been updated during my time with you. Oh, I misspoke. I mentioned what drives people. But of course, Koromaru-san and myself aren't people. Sorry. Welcome back.
my breaks doing nothing but reading, so I think it's about time I bought some new ones. Oh, all of the books on this shelf are only 100 yen each. That means I can afford them with my allowance. We can go now. I don't really see anything that interests me. Hmm? Oh, wait. Is this? It is! I've been looking for this collector's edition for forever. This is a collection of illustrations from the shoujo manga I read. It even has a set of new short stories inside. I never thought I'd find this in a used bookstore. And in the novel section, too. Maybe the shop owner saw the short stories label and made a mistake. It's got all 3 volumes, too. This is amazing. Each volume is 6,000 yen, so that means 18,000 yen total? Well, what should I do? Of course, all 3 volumes are great! The characters are portrayed so realistically. It's like they really exist. My monthly allowance is 5,000 yen, so it's not enough, even if I save my lunch money. But I'll get it, no matter what. I just need to wait until next month, or the month after, or I'll get them by the time I graduate. I need to hide this where no one will see it. Oh, please don't get bought by someone else. I really wish I had a bigger allowance, but I also don't want to make things hard for my mom.
Hey, I saw that. You were looking at that waitress, weren't you?
I'm sorry. Forgive me. I'll do anything you want. Anything.
Then how about you buy me that bag I was talking about before? Or else I'm breaking up with you.
I used to think that money couldn't buy happiness or friends. That is, until recently. Of course, I still think that's mostly true, but I do have my doubts. That man has no confidence in himself. That's why he's so desperate to stay on the woman's good side. I think I can relate to that feeling. He just wants to be with her, no matter the cost. I can't help but feel like there are so many things in this world that I'll never have. Well, should we get going? If I stay here, I know I'll just want to go back to the bookstore and look at that illustration collection again.
I see you're back.
Right. Thank you. I'm doing better today. I know it probably looked dire last time, right? Sorry if I scared you. I'd been reading a book before we met that day. I guess I got so absorbed in it that I didn't realize how cold the wind was. Do you enjoy reading books? I'll admit I'm somewhat picky myself. A terrible book is a terrible waste of time.
and there's no more grievous sin than that. Nowadays, reading books is all I do. I find that they give me a way to escape everything else. I can just get lost in the book's private world. Do you read books all the way through? Oh, do you? I don't usually reach the end either, although I think our reasoning differs. The more engaging a story is, the more I want to get lost in it. But I'm always afraid to finish it, because once I finish the story, I'll have to come back to reality. This inescapable body of mine. Heartwarming stories filled with hope. Those are the kinds of books I like to read. They give me a little solace when I have to come back to the real world. It looks like the sun is already setting. Time is so ruthless. I hope we have another chance to talk.
I see you're back.
Certainly. I'm so sorry.
Oh, welcome back.
Hey!
What? Hold up.
And then... Huh? And you are...
Excuse me. Yes. Senpai, hurry! I hope no one's bought that illustration collection. Please still be there. Come on.
Wait,
Fushimi! They said our class's materials fee hasn't been paid yet.
Yeah, I was totally getting grilled in the faculty office just now.
All right, the money. I, gave it to Mr. Takenozuka when he came to the office.
You were the one responsible for that money, weren't you, Fushimi-san? That means you were the last one who saw it.
But I just told you.
Well, the teacher told us we haven't paid yet. So doesn't that make this your fault?
Senpai? Yes, I think so too. I clearly remember giving the money to the teacher. It has to be some kind of mistake.
Look, just make sure you take care of it, all right? I'm sure it's exciting to have that much money, but you better do something before everyone finds out. Don't worry. We won't tell anyone.
Wait! You think I... those guys... They must think I stole the money. I couldn't stand up to them, but I didn't take anything. But how could I not worry? I'm being accused of stealing. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to take it out on you. I didn't steal anything. I'm certain I handed the money over. I'll just have to talk to Mr. Takenozuka about this. But what if he thinks I'm accusing him of stealing? Senpai, what should I do? I'm sorry. I know I can't just expect you to solve everything. This is my problem, so I need to figure it out on my own. Bookworms. I think I have to pass today. Sorry.
oh, there you are. We're all going to Hagakure. Wanna come? Wow, that was easy. Sonata-san's buying today. You remember that bet we made in Yakushima? Ah, you probably forgot all about it by now. Well, you won in the end, even if it was ice. But whatever, Sonata-san still lost, right? Even if it took me like 6 months to make him admit it. Come on, everyone else already left. We got a jet.
Everyone's okay with the special, right? Okay, 5 specials, please.
Man, this is awesome! Sonata-san's never treated us all to ramen before.
I'll accept that I lost. But why do I have to treat all of you?
You're still going on about that? Come on, Sonata-san, a bet's a bet. You gotta pay up.
All right, all right. I never said I wouldn't. What's wrong, Agus? You doubting me too?
No, but have you seen the magazine on the counter? The headline caught my attention.
What magazine?
This one, Emergence of a Messiah. The charismatic one speaks.
Oh, it must be about that doomsday cult. They're all over the internet, too.
Oh. Hmm? Hey, look at this photo. Check out their so-called messiah.
What the? Is that Takaya?
I thought something was up. So, it's Strega after all. I just lost my appetite.
Listen. Mankind is currently imprisoned by the sins of hate and anger, but soon, a savior will descend upon this world to break the chains that bind us and lift us to new heights. This great being is known as Nyx. I have beheld her glory, and she has blessed me with power beyond belief. When Nyx arrives, there will be no more pain, no more suffering. Humanity shall be freed.
How the hell does he know about Nyx?
Wait, he's saying that Nyx will save the world? But that's a lie!
I don't think that even matters. This is all just a game to him.
That bastard.
But there are those who do not understand the truth, even though they have also been granted her blessing. They have acquired the same power as I, yet they abuse it for their own personal gain. These miscreants are the ones to blame for the recent tragedies that have been plaguing our streets.
Wait, is he talking about us?
Shh, not so loud! We're not the only ones here, you know.
And what do they mean by the charismatic one? Why is he suddenly a celebrity?
Well, apparently Jin was already pretty well known on the internet. He's probably good at influencing public perception.
Yeah, I bet he orchestrated Takaya's rise to fame by building his brand like a celeb. Ugh, those two make me sick.
Brothers and sisters, I shall go forth to make preparations for Nyx's arrival. But do not fear those evildoers who desecrate their gifts. Nyx shall right their wrongs. May your hearts be filled with peace as you await your salvation. Blessed are those who take joy in the coming of Nyx. The revolution is upon us, my brethren.
Revolution? People can't seriously be buying this crap, can they?
Perhaps the power of an exceptionally charismatic individual is the only way to change this nebulous future. That's the end of the article. It appears Strega disappeared again after the interview.
Well, there's only one place they could have gone. Tartarus. They're just wasting everyone's time.
Still, it seems they've managed to shift the atmosphere of the entire city, even if they don't say it out loud. People must be scared inside.
Yeah, they probably are. Why else would anyone believe this nonsense? It's not normal.
Believing what you hear is a choice. There's no real way for them to know what's true.
Well, no wonder it feels like the world's ending. We're all gonna die.
But is that so unusual? All life will eventually come to an end. Does Nyx's involvement change that in some way? Death is a natural occurrence in the cycle of life. Don't all humans realize this?
I guess.
Tell you the truth, I never even would have thought about my own death if none of this happened. But we're already here, so why don't we just leave it at that? Our target is Nyx. If Strega gets in our way, we'll deal with them too. That's all there is to it.
Agreed. We'll probably run into them in Tartarus anyway. No matter how you look at it, they want us out of the picture.
Promise Day's almost here, huh?
Yeah.
We need to do all we can until then.
All right. And first things first, we're gonna need lots of energy. Let's eat. Excuse me! I'll add a Hagakure bowl to the list. You don't mind, right, Sonata-san?
Whoa, Junpei, didn't you say you were eating half of Aigis' food too?
Don't worry, I'm starving.
You better eat it all.
Come to think of it,
I'd been interested in seeing that film for a while now. It was a fascinating watch. While the road trip plot was nothing out of the ordinary, the way the characters expressed their emotions was masterful. When the main character left everything behind to go on a journey, that really struck a chord with me. And then in the final scene, he decided to return to his normal life. I wonder if he was happy with that decision. Say, have you ever thought of running away to a place like that? Somewhere far away where no one knows who you are? I see. So you feel that way too sometimes. I'm not saying I wish to leave everything behind. It's just that every now and then, the things that matter are the very things that hold you back. The future of the company, the weight of my responsibilities. Sometimes I even wish that I wasn't shackled by the Kirijo family name. I know. I understand that I can't afford to think this way. Listen to me complaining like this. How pathetic. Talking to you has become something of an outlet for me. I'm sure you're sick of it by now. That's very kind of you. The offer is quite tempting. I hope you know what you're getting into. While we're on the topic, there's something I'd like to ask you. Hypothetically, let's say that I was interested in someone right now. I knew I could never be with him, but even so, I couldn't help but harbor these feelings. Would that be wrong? Keep in mind, this is a what-if scenario. Up to me.
Ah, there you are. Hey, Mitsuru! I've been looking all over for you. So this is where you've been. Come on, let's go.
What? Wait a minute. I didn't make any plans with you for today.
What does it matter? I managed to secure an opening in my schedule tonight. I'm a very busy man, you know. As a simple student, you're just going to have to work around it.
I can't. I've already made plans.
Do you know how long I spent looking for you? Don't tell me you have something more important to do than spend time with me. Why the long face? You're supposed to be my fiancé, you know. Honestly, I thought you understood our arrangement. If you're going to be my future wife, you'll need to learn some obedience. Why must you and your family always be so difficult? Well, at least your father's not around anymore, so that's something of a relief. I imagine you feel the same.
How dare you say that? Thank you.
are you? This is none of your business. Get lost. Come on, Mitsuru. You know how this works. Corporate management is not child's play. No matter how smart you are, you're still going to need my knowledge and experience. And the Kirijo Group still needs the cooperation of my company. Doesn't it?
Yes.
Good girl, Mitsuru. I knew you would listen to reason. Now, let's go. I've made reservations for us at a luxurious restaurant.
All right. I wish you hadn't seen that. Thank you for today. It was quite fun. I'm sorry. Really. Please excuse me. Well, I mean...
Come on, Mitsuru, hurry up. By the way, you, who do you think you are worming your way into her favor? You ought to know your place in society. A commoner like you isn't even fit to breathe the same air. Don't you understand? You're just a nuisance. Unbelievable. There's a world of difference between you and us. Mitsuru, take care not to associate with his kind anymore.
Enough.
Mitsuru?
I said that's enough! I won't let you insult him!
What? Why are you getting so angry?
This is someone I have a great deal of respect for. If you insult him, you insult me!
Mitsuru? What are you saying? You would side with him over me?
You said there was a world of difference between you and him. Well, you're right. You can't compare to him at all. He stands on his own 2 feet, challenging fate with his own strength of will. Seeing his outlook on life has inspired and influenced me countless times. I want to be with him. Now. And forever.
You want to be with him? Now and forever? What are you trying to say? You're supposed to be my fiancé. Are you implying I'm beneath this nobody? Take that back this instant, Mitsuru! It's not too late to ask for forgiveness. Think about the future of your company.
I will not apologize. I want to be with him. You're not the one supporting me in my time of need. The group will do just fine on its own. We don't need help from a weasel like you. As of today, we'll have nothing to do with each other. And if you dare to attempt some petty retaliation, then next time you'll have the full might of the group to contend with. Get out of here, you Philistine! I don't want to see your face ever again!
Grandpa! Grandpa!
I...
Welcome back.
Is that...
You there. You live in a world where emptiness roams and chaos reigns. You struggle so fervently, twinkling like stars in the night. But such delusion will not lead to deliverance. Why not join us in the Messiah and await the moment of salvation? You say that only because you don't know the truth.
Heed the voice of the Messiah and follow the path to true salvation. Now, go and speak to our Savior.
Well, well, well. I do believe this is the first time you've ever visited me. I'm sure you are aware of the coming salvation. I understand your perspective. I'm certain you've realized it by now. We have no further reason to be enemies. Your efforts were all for naught. The Dark Hour will persist, and Nyx will bring an end to this planet. Fate has been decided. But there is no need to worry. We are simply being freed at last from the illusion of a future rife with betrayal. Nothing more, and nothing less. All you must do is embrace this truth. Do so, and I shall be your shepherd. But of course, that's just the kind of person you are. So then, you intend to fight Nyx? I see. I scorn those who preach about the future with improvidence. The world does not need a script that is already written, nor does it want for charlatans who speak as though the future can be seized. What it needs is for the curtain to fall. If I just endure for now, if I can wait until tomorrow, these blind hopes for the future are the root of the people's suffering. They can never be saved because they look to a future that doesn't exist. It doesn't matter whether you can defeat Nyx or not. Why, you ask? Because you won't even be able to reach her. On the day of salvation, I will wait atop the Tower of Demise for Nyx to arrive. And be warned, if you dare to oppose me, I will show no mercy.
Hey there! Wow! Huh.
My apologies. All right. I don't think anyone will come up here for a while. I leveraged my position on the student council to make it happen. This is, the first time I've ever used my authority for personal reasons. Wait, that's not important right now. What am I doing? What I'm trying to say is, we need to talk. Firstly, I have to apologize. I'm sorry for what happened last time. Oh, so it did. When that happened, I said all manner of things about you, and then I just ran off. That was unbelievably insensitive of me. I'm sorry. I had been planning on telling you my feelings. I just didn't think I'd end up shouting them in public like that. Hey, don't tease me like that. I didn't think I had it in me either. Ever since I started spending time with you, my life has been full of new experiences. I felt shock, joy, even outrage, but every time I've always been thinking of you. Now that it's come to this, I'm obligated to tell you exactly how I feel. Here goes. I love you. I feel like I'm going to die of embarrassment. You love me too? I'm so happy to hear that. Or should I say, I'm thankful? My heart. At this rate, it's going to end up like last time. It really is wonderful, though, to know that the feeling is mutual. I'm glad I managed to open my heart. As of today, you're more than just a friend to me. That said, given my situation, I can't go public about this just yet. Say, I've been thinking about this for a while now, but the way you address me... Yeah, that's exactly what I mean. You're on a first-name basis with me, while I've been sticking to formalities. It's a bit unbalanced. All right. I've decided. From now on, when it's just the two of us, I'll call you by your first name. It's going to be a bit awkward for me, but trust that this is what I want. In any case, today marks a change. I'm not going to let myself be constrained by my family heritage. It's because of who I am as an individual that I ended up meeting you. Ugh, look at all these things you're making me say. You better take responsibility for this. Well, this is a start. Don't let go just yet.
Welcome back.
Is that... There's a possibility...
Is that...
Good morning. This is Elizabeth. I am calling to inform you that more humans have wandered into Tartarus. 2 this time, I believe. Please swiftly and safely conduct a search and rescue. Goodbye now.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, hi.
So, I tried putting my thoughts in order. I was so confused last time. I couldn't find the right words. I've said before, but I have a bad habit of thinking negatively. Like, when I have a difficult time deciding on something, but no one knows what the future holds. No matter how much you prepare, you can never really be sure what'll happen. So in situations like that, I think the most important thing you can do is believe. You have to think positively and trust that the future will smile upon you. The thing is, I'm not sure I can do that. I don't understand how it comes so naturally to everyone else. How are you able to tell yourself that things will work out in the end? I get that. You don't have to think about it because it just comes naturally to you. I think I really admire that part of you. So, the reason I've been relying on you isn't just because you're our leader. It's because you're you. It needs to be you. You know, sometimes I think to myself, once I learn how to cook and I've paid you back for your help, will that be the end of us spending time together like this? But it wouldn't be the same. There's other people at the dorm, and I know how everyone depends on you. I can't get in the way of that. Sorry, I didn't mean to sound so depressed. Oh, look at the time. We should start heading back. Hey, do you mind if we'd make a small detour? I want to buy some ingredients. I think I'll tackle making Koro-chan's dinner today.
Welcome back.
By the way,
By the way...
No way!
See you.
Oh, hello?
Thank you very much.
I like this place. I can see the entire town from here. The Moonlight Bridge is to the right, and over there is Polonia Mall. Oh, and did you know you can also see our dorm from here? Back in Yakushima, where I'd been sleeping, the ocean waters were much clearer than they are here. But I prefer the view here. Before I came here, I didn't even think about whether I liked the scenery or not. What about you? Do you like it here? I'm so glad to hear that. Feeling the same way? Watching the same scenery? It's nice. I began to feel emotions towards various things that I hadn't felt before. It's a little scary sometimes. But if I can change by being with you, then I want to cherish these feelings. Oh, I'm sorry to have gone on for so long. It's still January, so the winds can get quite chilly up here. It would be awful if you caught a cold.
Oh, welcome.
No. Oh, right.
Great!
You know,
Why, certainly. All right.
Oh, it's you. Welcome.
I guess we'll get started.
Good.
You know... So... please don't laugh at this, okay? The other day, I let Yukari-chan try a new dish I made. She liked it so much, she ended up eating it all. So I told her it was meant to return the favor for what everyone's done for me. But she got really confused and asked me what favor this was about. It didn't seem like she had any idea what I was talking about, so I told her the whole story. And when I finished, she burst out laughing. She told me I didn't need to do anything like that. She said, when you're friends, you don't keep score. I'd been so negative this whole time. I felt like I needed to be useful to belong here, even though that wasn't true at all. It was just what I was telling myself. I was being blinded by my fear. But understanding this made me realize what I really wanted to do. I've been going on about wanting to repay everyone for what they've done for me, but the real reason is a lot more simple. So, will you hear me out? Normally, I'd ask your opinion on how best to do something like this, but... I want you by my side. I want to be together with you. Forever. I hope you understood what I meant just now. Yes, no matter what happens, I'll be by your side. As long as I have you, I feel like I can handle anything. I love you. Do you think maybe...
Welcome back.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
I know what you want to say. Our maid staff assisted with the furnishings. I recognize it's a bit beyond standard for a dorm room. It's almost like a second lounge, isn't it? Yukari says that to me all the time. Oh, I almost forgot. Here, I want you to have this. It's the key to my motorcycle. I'm not going to run from my future anymore. Rather, there's no longer any need to. I don't have to think of my motorcycle as a means of escaping my feelings, though I do regret that I won't be riding it as often anymore. I'd rather ride with you. Of course, you'll have to sit on the back until you get your license. When this is all over, I'll teach you how to ride yourself. I'll be looking forward to it. Please do, but remember to be careful. It's still a bit embarrassing to call you by your first name, but when we're alone, no one else can hear me. Your name is more than just a name to me. It's something special. If I were in danger, it would be my last desperate call for help. Right. So, I want to be with you tonight. Will you stay with me?
The ultimate form of the
This really is embarrassing.
Yes! Okay.
Hi there.
Let's see. On cleaning duty today is Yuraga-senpai and you. Thanks for your help.
All right, we're out of here. Okay, let's make this quick. This room's smaller than my bedroom, but it's still surprisingly big. Let's take a break. So, I've decided that I'm going to study abroad. To be honest, I'm not really excited about it. But I already told my teacher I don't want to be a doctor, so... Do you want something to drink? It's on me. Oh, I almost forgot. Did you want something cold, or maybe... Hey, look out! Hey, hang in there. Can you hear me? You're awake! Oh, thank goodness. I kept calling your name, but you wouldn't wake up, so I don't see any cuts on your head, so I don't think you'll need stitches. Can you remember your name? Oh, that's wonderful to hear. Really, it's such a relief. Well, your pupils aren't dilated, so I don't think you have a concussion. I was worried that when you fell, you hit your head or your face, and I... Anyway, do you remember what happened? The box. I was the one who put it up there. We have a maid who cleans our house, so I don't do much cleaning myself. And I just got lazy and put it up there. It's all my fault. I'm so sorry. All I could think about was what would happen if you didn't wake up. I was so scared. I felt so helpless seeing my friend in trouble and not being able to do anything. I'm not a doctor. When I was younger, my dad told me a sad story about how he lost a good friend. He just collapsed one day, even though they played together all the time. Seeing you lying there, I understood how my dad must have felt losing someone he was so close to. Do I want to be a doctor? But I'd be doing exactly what my dad wants. Sorry, we should get going. Can you walk? Here, you can lean on me.
Welcome back.